You are ordered to disperse, go home, or go to your church. This march will not continue.
I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
I've been to the mountaintop, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you.
Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis.
On the mountaintop is where the imagination can live and soar. A king with a dream gave us the words to forgive, and he did so much more. His sermons reminded us to love one another. His walk made us recognize and see that we are sisters and brothers. We are mothers, daughters, fathers and sons, non-gender conforming folks. All orientations, races, ages, and colors is how our hearts he won.
Now let me say this, the thing that we are challenged to do is to keep this movement moving. There is power in unity and there's power in number.
How could I stop this feeling from flooding my inside? How could I leave all of you love outside when I want to surrender? How do I breathe?
Every political battle, every step of the way, he helped mobilize the working class and unions and women domestic workers every day. He taught us to embrace our diversity, to protect the marginalized. He laid his life on the line right before our eyes.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will.
He supported nonviolent protest, and in his own words, King said, quote, "I think we've got to see that a riot is the language of the unheard," end quote. He defined a promised land. He taught us how to march hand in hand, to take a stand against unfair treatment, to be accountable and civil in our disagreements. He dressed impeccable. His stance was respectable, even when his dreams were often deferred and misunderstood despite his achievements. He said, quote, "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically." Dr. King inspires us to take care of each other as well as ourselves, emotional, physically, and spiritually. He warned us not to allow hate to influence us, to fight while also remaining kind and calm. He was a balm for justice being held by a righteous palm. He said, quote, "I fear I may have integrated my people into a burning house." His heart was strength, and he honored the words from his mouth. He said, even the press, the classroom, the platform, and the pulpit, in many instances, did not give us objective and unbiased truths. He realized that the future would be in the hands of our youth.
However young you are, you have a responsibility to seek to make life better for everybody. And so you must be involved.
I know it all when you're looking at me. You lift me up and I can't go back again. No wherefore when I'm on my knees. Tell me, how do I breathe?
He said, I quote, "Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education," end quote. Let us all remember how this one man changed our nation.
Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.
King was a brilliant mind and believed in peace. May we all walk in his footsteps, appreciate and love what he preached.
From every mountainside, let freedom ring, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free.